Good morning, everyone. It is currently very early, like 4 a.m. in the morning. The sun has just barely woke up, but we are on our way to our flight so we can get to France. I am super tired. My stomach feels a little weird, but hopefully everything will be okay. So now we are finally here in France, and the house is really amazing. I just really like how everything is decorated. It's so different, and I'm just I'm just so excited to explore more France, even though I do not speak French at all. So that's going to be very interesting. But hopefully they will be in the mood to try to communicate with me, or at least speak a little bit of English, hopefully. Otherwise, I do have my family, which actually I think all of them had French in school. That doesn't mean they're super good at French, but they know a little, so it should be okay. But right now, I'm just so tired, so I think I'm just maybe going to take a nap first, just to get some energy to actually be able to explore France. Hello everyone, so it's now time for the first France update. I have been recording a lot and was wondering how I should, show all of this off, and I just thought maybe we could do a few updates through this travel. So it's now Monday, which means I have been around in this house for 3 days, and I thought first of all I could give you a little tour in this house. So when entering the house, the first thing you will see is the main area, where there is this big table to gather when eating dinner or something else, and also a very cute kitchen where we are going to do a lot of the food, because it is expensive to go on the different restaurants. Even though it's very delicious, it's expensive when you are 6 people in total. There's also this big, pretty comfort chair standing in the corner, which my boyfriend calls a grandma chair, and I kind of get it. This is what you will find in many grandparents' homes, but I think it's super pretty anyway. Maybe I'm just a grandma in my soul, who knows. But I really do like to sit in this chair, and this is also the most comfy chair to sit in this house. So it has been used by many of us, and I really like to just sit in it and chill and do some coloring in a coloring book my mom took on this trip. Other than that, we also have this very pretty little balcony where you can have a very beautiful view of France. Under the main area, we have the basement, where you have to go down this very narrow staircase. But other than that little challenge, it's pretty cold down there. It's nice on a hot day to be down there. And the only thing in there is this table football and a bathroom, which is very fun and pretty in its own way. On top of the main room, we have the first bedroom, very pretty, and on top of that we have the second bedroom, which looks very much alike. And what I really enjoy in these bedrooms are actually the fabric. I just think it's so pretty, it's so me. I love nature and green colors. On the top floor we have a couch which can be turned into a bed, and this is where my little brother and his girlfriend are staying. Other than that, there's also this balcony with a beautiful view over the area. And it just really makes me realize how flat Denmark actually is. Like, we have no mountains at all. So looking at this is just stunning to me. And I just really enjoy just sitting there and just enjoy the view once in a while, and not do anything other than that. Maybe listen to a podcast, but mostly just enjoy this view. And that was the basic tour for this house. It has a lot of floors, as you can see, and there is basically a bathroom on each floor. So it's kind of impressive. It feels like a little French palace or castle in some way. But other than staying in the apartment, which seems very nice because it can be very hot, we have been walking a lot as well. just to see the different areas, and we have been going a lot of ups and downs. So that means we have been sweating a lot as well because, as mentioned, it's pretty hot most of the day. But that also means we like to stay inside around 12 to 2 p.m. or something like that, just because it's just too hot to walk around outside. So it's a bit of a new mindset I need to get used to because in Denmark it's just like, well, the sun is shining. We need to get out there and enjoy it while it's here. But like in France, it's just like the sun is not going anywhere, at least not in the time I have been here so far. It's just like it will be there all day long. Just wait a little longer, take a walk around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. So it's more bearable to walk around there without sweating your ass off. The streets in France are so interesting to me. I'm just so fascinated because it's so different again from what I'm used to see in Denmark. The streets are so narrow. Even the plants in France just have a totally different kind of green to them. It's more like an olive green. And also the different houses and stuff, it's just more like a sand theme. But at the same time, I also feel like the French people are not afraid to use colors as decorations. And there was also this whole town just for artists where you could find so many different paintings around the different buildings. Oh, there's also actually a lot of cute cats just laying around in the area and I just think that's so fun. And also some people with dogs as well. And not so fun thing is mosquitoes, because there is also mosquitoes in France. I mean, we have them in Denmark as well, but it's just like I have this bug spray that I'm just taking a bath in basically because I'm just so tired of mosquito bites. So that's just something I really have to look out for, and the rest of my family as well. By the way, can we just appreciate this fireplace? It's like it's not usable anymore. It's really just for decoration, and therefore they just put these candles in instead that are electronic, so no worry about fires or something like that. But it looks so good. I feel like so cozy, even though it's super hot outside. But these houses are amazing at staying cold inside. I'm so happy and relieved because I was sweating so much more in Denmark, even though it's colder than it is in France. So I'm just so impressed with how they're dealing with this heat and how they can make the houses stay cold without using any air condition or stuff like that. I also really have to get used to the whole fiesta thing, like it is very hot between 12 to 3 p.m. So many places are closed in that time. They're just taking a break, which is so new that I think many places, like what other countries do close their shop between 12 to 3 p.m. just to relax and stay inside in the cold. I really only believe I have maybe Italy, Spain, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's very unnatural for me. I mean, some restaurants are open around 12 p.m. just for people to eat dinner, but other than that, many shops are closed in that time. So I need to keep that in my mind because it's so unusual for me, because I'm just due to basically go down to the shops whenever I want to because they're just open in so many hours compared to how much time France take for themselves. And I think that's amazing. It's really, even though they might seem lazy, like they're just taking everything slow, so things do take a long time, but at the same time I think we could learn something from them, like just taking things a little slower once in a while and be okay with that. This room though, without the light in the top, which are so fancy by the way, it's so dark. Like I was just sleeping to 12 p.m. because it was just total darkness in here. So I just had no idea the sun was up and all of that. So I just kind of got shocked when my boyfriend wake me up and told me it was 12 p.m. And I was like, why am I still sleeping? But I guess it's just that this room is just total darkness, that my whole inner system is just like not understanding that the sun has risen and it's almost lunchtime. I mean, what's going on? But at the same time, I do believe I kind of realize on vacations, all I really want to do is just relax and sleep a lot. Like, I want to catch up on all the sleep I have been missing over the time I wanted to be productive. And I'm also kind of feeling so conflicted in my mind because I'm not being very productive and I'm really just trying to be okay with it and, enjoy my vacation. But I have a bit of a conflict inside of me whenever I go on a vacation because I'm not really used to just enjoy not doing anything at all. Being on vacation, I also really have this mindset that I need to explore a lot. And that is easy if you are in an area where there's a lot of events going on nearby. But in this area, it's not very easy because there's really not a lot of events going on. So that is a challenge for me as well, to kind of feel like I'm doing something without going to a lot of events and not moving very much around. We have actually been playing a lot of games, even though I'm not always super happy about playing board games and card games and stuff like that, just because, I don't know, my parents are not super excited about it, so I have not gained that excitement for board games and stuff like that. But my boyfriend and his family really love it, so I'm really trying to take that in and try to play some more board games and card games and all of that. Simply because it's a nice activity that is fun without moving too much. Also, I just have this thing where when I come to a new area, I just need some time to just sleep and feel more safe about the area. Like, I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable. I just need to get to know this area. So I have also been dealing with that and being okay with me not doing a lot of stuff and not walking around too much, but just taking all this in. So hopefully I will feel more safe to start exploring more. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to be super fun actually in the end, because I'm not sure if there is anything interesting to watch in this area. So I feel a little bit challenged about what to do and how I can get the need of exploring and feeling like I'm doing something exciting to show you and for myself. So let's see where the next few days takes me, and I will of course take you with me as well, and I will see you to the next update. Hello again. I hope the sound is okay. If not, I do apologize about it. But this is the best scene that I could come up with. Plus, this chair is so nice to sit in. So this is going to be update number 2, and it's also going to be the last update because today is the last day that I have in France. So to be able to eat something, we did do a lot of grocery shopping, and we walked down to a store called Super U, and it was a very big shopping store. Very, very cold in there. I have no idea how normal citizens can deal with that cold on a daily basis or whenever they have to do some kind of grocery shopping. After freezing for a long time, we then get out of the store and had to walk up again. So that was a very sweaty tour then suddenly. So it was just like freezing and then sweating a lot, trying to get home, up to the house that we're living in. Grocery shopping can be hard in itself, but just, add a hill and it will be even harder. I also like to be feminine, but when you need to be practical, about the hot weather and you need to walk a lot, you need to buy stuff for that. And for some reason, that is not very feminine very often. So I just have this look I call the tourist look. Here you go. I hate it, but it is the best outcome I can do. We also have a market nearby where they sell food and different accessories and also a lot of women clothes, not any men clothes as far as I remember. But that was the case. It was very fun to walk around. There was a lot of people, so that's why I didn't get any video of that. Because I want to respect people's lives, private lives. And I did find this one dress that I just could not stop thinking about. So the market was over, I didn't buy it, but when it came back, I was just looking for it once more because when I cannot stop thinking about something, it's my sign that it's okay to buy it. So like I like to sleep on it, and if I'm still thinking about it, it's okay to buy it. So that was the case, but the shop wasn't there at the market. I was so sad. So I was really just over it and just wanted to go home. But then my mom was like, no, just give it a try. Just try to look at some of the other dresses, please. So I did that. And I actually ended up finding three other dresses that I really liked. And I ended up buying them because my dad said he wanted to support me and pay for it. So I felt very lucky because otherwise I really didn't have the money to buy them. So that was nice. And I just saw so many beautiful people walking around with long dresses, and I just really wanted to get some long dresses myself. So now I'm so happy I own these. Me and my dad also walked to this viewpoint, you maybe call it, I don't know, a big tower where you could look over the area, and it was very, very beautiful. You could see all the different roofs, and I just got this feeling that I just wanted, like a movie, jump out from roof to roof. That would be so cool. But I'm obviously not capable of doing that, so I didn't do that. But seriously, because Denmark is so flat, just give me a view with mountains and I'm sold. So I'm really easy to impress when it comes to nature views. There's also a lot of random water spots. I'm not sure if people once drank from these spots, but for now there are at least only decorations. Well, maybe there have always been decorations, but they're pretty fun to watch. And there was this one with goldfish in it, and I just loved looking at that. And also butterflies. And there was a lot of butterflies, or maybe not a lot, but some, but they're just really hard to catch on video. But there was some, believe me. We also did play some more card and board games, just because it's fun to use the time on and it's a little bit more, you don't have to move, so that's good. We also experienced some night entertainments where there was always some kind of music or singing that was okay, even though they played until midnight and it was very loud. So if you didn't want to be a part of it, it was very hard to ignore. I also did a lot of thinking, just wandering while looking at the prettier area outside. That was very nice, something I definitely needed. I am trying to find my own inner voice. Maybe that's a thing I'm going to try for the rest of my life. I don't know. I'm not that old, so we'll see. But it was nice anyway. We have also been eating a lot of snacks. So here are just a few examples out of many, many snacks. I also took a lot of naps, even though I did not do a lot of stuff. Naps was just becoming a normal part of my day. We also did manage to try and take the bus to another city in France, but it was pretty boring because in that time frame we were there, most of the things were closed because I think because of the heat, most things are just really active in the evening. But the last bus was going just before dinner time, so we couldn't be there until the evening. So we mostly just walked around, eat a little bit more, and then home again. But at least I felt we had tried to get outside of the house. I also did manage to try out some yoga from a book I got as a Christmas present from my parents. But the same day, I just really wanted to wear one of my new dresses, so I just ended up doing it in the dress. Even though it was not very practical to do it in, but I wanted to do it, so I did it. And that, my blooming souls, is everything I have for you for this update. As mentioned, it is the last day today, so the only thing I have left is eating and taking the airplane home again. We would like to take a bus to the airport, but it's just not going on a Sunday apparently. So we have to take a taxi, and I'm not complaining, you know. Even though it's going to be a lot more expensive, sadly. But we kind of have no choice. So, and I am, to be honest, very excited to get back home to all my comfy stuff. It has been very lovely, but also very exhausting, even though it was a vacation. I just think being in a new area for me is taking up a lot of energy. So next time I will just see you all back home in Denmark.